All right, my colleague Lynn Washira is now joining us. She's a sports journalist with us here, of course, on KTN News, to talk more about this story that's developing. Lynn, also an athletics enthusiast you are. What does this story mean? In your other life, you are an athlete?
And I would have run clean, by the way.
Okay, good
You know, and of course, it's a story that's very sad, especially coming from a time from someone who brought so much joy, so much glory to a country. And of course, different quarters are reacting. We had a two-time Boston Marathon champion, Moses Tanu, of course, react about this morning. I don't know if we have that already. Probably we're going to play that clip later.
Yes.
But basically, it's an out of competition doping.
What does that mean, out of competition?
Out of competition means it's not the routine where after you win, what happens is if you go to a competition, you run, you win, you're probably position 1, 2, or 3. Your sample is taken, then you're tested. So that is a competition, you know, an in-competition doping test. But then there is the out of competition testing that is impromptu. No one tells you that we're coming to test you. So you're just normal training. As you're aware that athletes have to update the IAAF about their whereabouts. There's a program called the Athletes Whereabouts where you have to tell IAAF where you're training. In the morning you wake up, you feel it. You tell them, I'm going to be training in Kaptagat between 10 and 11. I will have lunch in town between this time and this time.
Wow.
So, yes. So they show up at your door in the morning or they show up at training and it's impromptu. They take a sample, they go test. So that's what happened to Jemima Sumgong on 28th of February this year as she was preparing to go defend her title in London. That is actually this month. The IAAF officials from the medical department as well as from the World Marathon majors showed up impromptu and they took a sample. Sample A returned, and today an announcement is made that that sample A returned positive of EPO, which is a drug that actually boosts your red blood cells, giving you more power. So it means it gives you endurance actually. And again, what that means is that if her sample B, as of now, not many sanctions can be done. She can't be stripped of the glory. She can't be stripped of the medals or maybe the trophies because her sample B has to return. But most of the times the sample A is as good as sample B because it's a sample from the same day. What happens? They just retest just in case, just in case there was something happened.
So they don't conduct a new test all over again.
They don't conduct a new test. No.
Okay.
But then, even as we await sample B, there are already repercussions because the London Marathon has already issued a statement a few minutes ago saying that they have dropped her from the starting list. She was supposed to defend her title on 23rd of this month in London, so they just dropped her. And then she was on course to become the World Marathon Majors winner, where she would have received $25 million.
Wow.
$25 million actually.
$1 million?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a lot of money. But now what happens is that they've said they will not make an announcement on who the winner is going to be until the sample B returns. So sanctions are already coming. And in the statement, in the London Marathon statement, they said that they will be tasking Athletics Kenya and of course the Ministry for Sports to make sure that if her sample B returns positive, that they follow up to make sure that she actually returns the money that she has won.
Have we heard anything from her so far?
We've not had anything official, but sources close to her say that she's, of course, distraught.
She must be.
Yeah, she must be. You saw the tears she cried, tears of joy. Now, those are tears that have,
turned to be tears of
tears
sorrow.
of trying to explain what happened, tears of sorrow. And it said that she was questioned yesterday at the CID. She will be questioned again on Monday. And Sophia, of importance to note is that Jemima Sumgong is actually in the military. She's in the army.
Wow.
She's, she's an officer. And we have a new Kenya anti-doping law, which means that she'll become, if her sample B returns positive, she'll become the first Kenyan athlete to be punished under the new Kenyan anti-doping law. It's very sad. And probably another thing before I leave, because I can see you press for time. She also happens to be an athlete who comes from the Rosa Associates Athletes Management, and it's a management whose athletes have been failing drug tests in the past. She's not the first. Rita Chepto, the highest profile case that Kenya has ever had to deal with, was her training partner.
And she was caught up in the same.
She was caught, yeah. And then we have Matthew Kisorio from the same management. We have Agatha Cheruto
eyes
from
might
the same
be directed to
eyes
them
right
as
now,
well.
yeah. Actually, it's now back to the management because at one point, 2 years ago, they were suspended from conducting any business in the country. But then after a few months, they were reinstated. And now, questions again emerge. Under which circumstances were they reinstated? What's going on?
Okay.
Yeah.
Many thanks, Lynn Wachira. We'll definitely stay with that story and get more updates as those developments come into us here on KTN News 1.